Hey everybody, welcome back to X-Plane 11. I am Bill. This is the Twin Air. No, that's not what this is called at all. I'm gonna start that over again because I forgot the hell. RWDesigns. That's what it is. RWDesigns was what I was looking for. RC, what's up? Daystream, yeah, we got sent home. EU friendly, daytime, apocalypse, all that crap. That's gonna bother me. Day drinking for Daystream, probably. The Lonely Hacker. Hello. Hey everybody, welcome back to X-Plane 11. I am Bill. And today we're on PilotEdge in the Western Expansion. We're at SeaTac right now in the RWDesigns de Havilland Twin Otter. This is a very hack job livery that I made. Shocking, right? I made this myself. I just took the Winair livery, which is on the forum, which is a really nice livery, and just plastered my... also hack job logo on it. So this is not very pretty, and we're probably not going to spend too much time looking at it on the outside. But we're at SeaTac, and my plan, I checked the weather super briefly, and I thought that I saw clouds broken at whatever it was, like 4,300 feet or something. I don't see any clouds. So that is awesome. But I'm still going to do this departure IFR just for the fun of it. And we're going to finally get a clearance from Marcus, who's going to be coming back from his break here. I haven't flown with Marcus as the controller for a very long time, and I'm excited because he was one of the first controllers that I had on PilotEdge. But the route that we're going to try is get basically a IFR climb to the Quatam VOR and continue on into Canada to the Quatam River, which is the prop strike studio scenery, and try to find it. I don't have Canada on ForeFlight, so I know roughly where it is, and we're gonna see if we can find it and land this thing in a really small runway. Yeah, so the lighting's a little bit different because this is the daytime, which is a little bit unusual, but these are unusual times. And what better plane to be flying in unusual times than a Twin Otter? This is the perfect apocalypse plane for sure. Oh my god! I just installed X-Plane after I put in the installer. I only have the installer exe and can only start the game from there. That is, I'm not sure. It's been so long since I installed that. I have the Steam version of X-Plane, which makes it very easy to do, to load up. The lighting makes you look normal. I know. The thing when I used to start at the time that was basically right before sundown, the sun would be coming right in the window, and I'd have like weird shadows all over the place, and then it would go dark, so the lighting was like changing in the middle of the stream. If only there was good scenery. It looks fine. I got orthos. Okay, starting up the Twin Otter. I roughly know how to start this thing in the sim, but if this probably won't match any real world procedures. So we're gonna get the masters on, we're gonna get the beacon on, do kind of the typical airplane stuff. And we're gonna do the right engine first. We're gonna get that on. We're gonna get, okay, I guess both those were on. And then we're gonna go make sure it's not hung. And then introduce the fuel. And hope that I did that right. Sure sounds and looks like it. You were talking about cam loops? Oh, got it. Okay, so that sounds good. Let's get the left side coming. It's gonna make some noises. For some reason I've had trouble with the left engine. It's not moving, but it sounds like it is. Let's try that again. I don't know what it is about this one that makes it a little bit finicky. Maybe it was the pump. I think that was it. All the way. Beautiful. This is an RWDesign plane, but it kind of has a few Coronado type issues with it. But overall, it's a pretty fun plane to fly. So I'm going to leave the GPS empty right now because I might use it for the departure. Depends on what clearance we get. We've got a couple of VFR or VORs as part of a typical departure from what I can see out of SeaTac. But this is just going to be a departure, an IFR climb to VFR. So that is hopefully going to be a pretty simple clearance. The Airfoil Labs King Air looks super nice. All right, let's get the lights coming on. Ring Police, everything is great, man. All things considered. Obviously, they're not particularly great in a lot of ways, but in general, we're pretty lucky. Okay, that's right. These are not notched. You got to actually hold the flaps down. But look at the flaps on this damn thing. So awesome. My dad actually got a job flying these in the Caribbean and did not want to fly professionally, so turned it down. But he interviewed, and it was pretty funny. Dreadnought, nice looking twatter. Thank you, sir. let's get the radios on, and we'll get the weather, and then we'll get clearance. This is 18.
Pull up. Pull up.
Foxtrot Gulf Delta, thank you very much for following. Welcome aboard.
Emitter 3031. Arriving and departing runways 16 center, 16 left, 16 right. Visual approaches in use. ILS runway 16 center, runway 16 left, and runway 16 right approach in use. Simultaneous approaches to
They're pretty
parallel
cool.
runways in use. Simultaneous approaches in use between Seattle and Boeing Field. Traffic below you on final. VFR departures, contact clearance delivery, advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold toward instructions. Advise on initial contact, you have information echo. Seattle Tacoma International Airport, ATC information echo. 1953 Zulu. Wind 250 at 3.
So if it's
visibility
16, this might even be, this might be easier
temperature
than I
13,
thought.
dew point 6, altimeter.
Because we're going to be just straight out. We probably are just going to get runway heading. Dreadnought, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome aboard. Why are we not flying a Dash 8? Because I don't have one. And the airport that we're flying to is going to be very small. So it is not Dash 8 appropriate. Clearance and delivery is 28.0. And ground 0.7.
Sky 698. Stand by.
It's not the short field part, it's the width. Dash 8 would be too wide. Who said anything about landing properly? That's true, Bamser. Yeah. No, very, very good point. Okay, we're gonna hang here for just a second.
8.8. Have a wonderful day.
Getting some.
American 727, contact Denver Center 118.57.
3029. It's pretty high pressure. It's a Dash 7. I don't even know what the hell a Dash 7 is. But the Twatter is as big of a plane as you're going to get into where we're going. A DC-3 will get in there. PS-01, I don't think, Dreadnought, I don't think that's the correct airport code for this, but it is the code in X-Plane for that for the airport that we're flying to. Well, Q, I am right underneath the Lemon intersection, so if you do an approach, I'll run outside and wave to you. Brad and I did a couple orbits over my house once.
727 Denver Center.
There we go.
Or descending via the Eldora arrival.
It's Marcus. All right, let's get our clearance.
That should be the Eldora arrival, and then I don't need to know your.
Bill's one of my favorite guys to yell at.
Advise me that you're descending via. That way we don't have to keep track of every single restriction. Does that make sense?
What's up, Cessna?
American 727.
He's already yelling at people.
Number 2 Charlie Papa, do you have the ATC at Reading? Alright, you want anything other than a visual? Wonderful. 2 Charlie Papa, expect a visual approach runway 16. 25-3, Mike Sierra, no traffic observed between you and Ben. Report cancellation of IFR.
This is going to be hilarious.
Approach while you're in the air. Cancel on the ground within 5 minutes of landing on 122.2. Change advisor frequency approved. 23 Mike Sierra, thanks. IFR cancellation is received. Trader services are terminated. Squawk and maintain VFR. We'll see you next time. Adios. UBS 1638, contact Seattle Center 126.6.
Okay, we got some more check-ins here. We gotta wait for the lull. What's up, Max?
Number 4 Papa Delta.
Happy Quarantine Friday.
Number 4 Papa Delta, when you're able to proceed direct to Salinas VR, Sierra November Sierra.
Seattle clearance, good afternoon. Twin Otter 204 Lima Echo, information Echo, like a IFR climb to Quatam VOR.
UPS 1638 Seattle Center, Audi, Seattle altimeter 3031.
He
Seattle
completely
landing
stepped on that
south,
guy.
Cross Radiat and maintain flight level 190. So we had a request coming out of Seattle stepped on.
Seattle clearance, good afternoon. Twin Otter 204 Lima Echo with information Echo. I'd like to get an IFR climb to the Quatam VOR.
Number 4 Lima Echo on request, stand by 1 moment. Sky high 698, Big Sky departure cleared to Big Timber Airport, Livingston 2 departure, Livingston as filed, climb and maintain 1000. Big Sky departure frequency 118.907, squawk 1534, hold for release.
Twin. Twin Auto. Twin Auto. The twatter indeed.
Sky 698, thanks for your back is correct. Call me back on this frequency.
Twin Auto.
First line ready to go.
Apparently that's a King Air.
American 727, contact
Ghost riding the whip.
0.35.
Dreadnought got a 2 Romeo Fox shirt today. That is badass, man. Okay, our clearance is on request. Let's see if I can keep up with the clearance here. Yeah, that's a tough call. I mean, Kodiak is pretty cool. What's up, Raven? Kodiak is pretty cool. It sounds pretty good. It doesn't sound like a jet, but it sounds good.
Number 204 Lima Echo, full route available. Let me know when ready.
When we are ready for Lima Echo.
Number 204 Lima Echo is cleared to the Quatam VOR, Seattle 7 departure. Radar vectors, Seattle VOR, Victor 23, Quatam. Climb and maintain 3000. Expect 2000 within 10 minutes of departure. Seattle departure frequency 120.4. Squawk 2365.
Bastard. 204 Lima Echo cleared to the Quatam VOR, Seattle 7 departure, radar vectors Seattle, Victor 23, then Quatam, climb maintain 2000, expect 2000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 120.4, squawking 2365, Twin Otter 204 Lima Echo.
Twin Otter 204 Lima Echo, nicely done. Read back correct.
Sweet. The hell did any of that mean? Good lord, look at that. Okay, let's dissect this thing. We'll go procedure,
27 Denver Center, you still here?
departure, Seattle 7. Add that to route.
All right, well, we gave you a frequency change. Bit
And
ago.
then
American
we'll
727
go,
Denver
we'll
approach is
remove
looking
that.
for you.
We'll go
120.35,
Seattle
please.
VOR. Is that even a frickin' thing?
We have clearance, Clarence.
Roger, roger. What's our vector, Victor?
Get 1638 after ready to send a maintain 127.
Okay, that is Seattle, radar vectors, Seattle, Victor
call stepped
23. Yeah, Victor 23. Okay, so let's go Victor 23.
Number 2, Charlie Papa departs Red Bluff VOR heading 340
Wacom.
vector approach runway 16.
He gives me a full route, a full route clearance, IFR climb, which is, thank you.
727.
Thank you so much.
Roger, turn left heading 350.
Solid. I forgot. Did you work through the ratings at all? No, I did not. I did not. I got to Victor, or I got to I3, I think maybe I2 or 3. But yeah, I did not go through that. So let me pull up procedure. We'll go departure. Let's see if the Seattle 5. Yikes. That's in there. We're gonna go from. Let us say 16. Right is probably what we're gonna do. So get that in there. And then Seattle VOR. There's that. And then can't do a Victor Airway on the 430, so we'll do just straight there. We'll keep an eye.
698, Big Sky departure, thanks. Release for departure now. Clearance is void if not off by 2125.
Bill's one of my favorite guys to yell at.
He didn't yell at me today.
Call back with your intentions.
Taxi on your merry way.
For exchange approved.
Save your breath. Once you've got your landing clearance, no need to report positions.
Number 4 Papa Delta NorCal approach. Roger, send a pilot scratch to maintain 12,000 Monterey altimeter 3019. Advise me of the ATIS.
So we're radar vectors, which is fine. That'll help. We can go direct to Seattle. Let's open up the plate.
American 727, turn left heading at 330.
For Foxtrot Golf, you can save your breath. You've already got your landing clearance. Once you get your landing clearance, no need to report positions.
Future landing clearance, no report positions. So procedures, departure, Seattle 7. Okay, probably. So climb. So we have takeoff. We got runway. We have a heading. We got VOR. So there's the Seattle VOR.
EPS 1638.
Takeoff minimums.
Of course, Seattle just changed with information.
We don't need minimums here. Departure route description. Climb heading 165. And we'll actually, we'll probably be on 16 right. So climb heading 158 on the Seattle radial 161.
I see how it is. UPS 1638. Roger. Expect land north.
And that is 16.8.
Contact Seattle approach.
16.8.
On let's go 125.6.
16.8 is in there. VLOC. And on the 161 radial. So
Somebody's calling at Grand Junction, I believe, with a radio check is loud and clear.
This does not have mouse wheel support, which is a pain in the ass. Chatbot. What does it say? Down whenever below minimum says.
November 4 Papa Delta. Maintain flight level 180. Descend at pilot's discretion to maintain 2000.
Okay. Got our departure. I'm going to leave that there. What is the Quatam is 13. So
American
put
727, turn left heading
put that
290, descend at maintain 10,000.
nav 113. I'm going to put it in standby mode as well.
Grand Junction ground,
That should be
Moody
good. Okay.
74 Echo Romeo, ready to copy IFR.
Climb heading 158.
Multiple aircraft at the same time. UPS 1638. Seattle approach. Good afternoon. Information.
Okay.
Foxtrot is current. Thanks for that.
So I think I'm good on the departure.
Heading 250 vectors. Visual
How does that work?
approach.
If
Runway
you are
24 right,
instrument
descend at
rated,
7,000.
please yell at me in the comments below at everything I just did incorrectly. For the rest of this, we've got transponder.
Stepped on.
Moody 74 Echo Romeo, Grand Junction ground, like ready to copy IFR.
What the hell's the transponder in this thing? Did I
Romeo, stand by.
completely forget where the transponder is? Oh, yeah. Like, where is the transponder? Man, not having mouse wheel support is really annoying. Throw an ident too.
Sky 698, big sky departure ident.
2365. All right. I'll throw him an ident.
Romeo 13000 is not going to beat MEA. Can you go 15?
Stand by, word roll.
I just wasn't turned on, so I was looking for something that was turned off, and I didn't realize. I didn't remember that was the transponder. Okay, we're gonna go to ground.
Sky 698, radar contact. 5 miles west of Livingston, VOR. Say again your altitude. Roger. UPS 1638, turn left heading 190. American 727, turn right heading 350.
Seattle ground, Twin Otter 204 Lima Echo, signature taxi.
Otter 204 Lima Echo, Seattle ground, runway 34 left, taxi via Quebec and Romeo.
Quebec and Romeo, 34 left, Twin Otter 204 Lima Echo. Okay, so
UPS 1638, heavy descent to maintain 6,000.
go back to our departure because we
Number 412 Charlie Papa
wrong
Airport is
on
11 o'clock,
that.
10 miles. Report when you have it in sight, descend to maintain 4,000.
Seattle 7, 34 left. And that is 350. 4, 5 is the heading. And that's the radial 341. That radial, okay. So climb heading 350 and on Seattle radial 3401.
Subkey at 1000 and cleared the RNAV runway 6 approach.
Okay. I just put it in alt mode, just I guess for no real reason.
727, turn right heading 060, intercept
In the
runway
planes that I
7
fly, I
London.
just keep it in altitude mode. Okay, so we are Quebec and
727 is intercept the
Romeo.
localizer.
Cleared right, cleared
UPS
left.
1638, turn right heading 320.
then we're 2,000,
1638 heavy, turn right heading 320.
and then we'll expect 12,000.
Number 412 Charlie, pop in or left downwind, runway 16, cleared visual approach.
All right, that wasn't too bad.
Charlie, pop, thanks. Radar services are terminated. Contact Reading Tower, now 119.8. Have a great day. American 727, 13 miles from Taylor, to maintain 900,000 until established on localizer. Clear the ILS runway 7 approach.
Reading Tower 412 Charlie Papa is entering a left downwind 16.
412 Charlie Papa, Reading Tower, runway 16, clear to land, wind calm.
16 clear to land 412 Charlie Papa.
UPS 1638 heavy, continue right.
Does anybody recognize that voice?
Maintain 5,000.
Grand Gesture Ground, Mooney 74 Echo Romeo.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I can take
I don't think it was, but
15,000.
it sounded like the guy from Buffalo.
Number 74 Echo Romeo, Roger. Stand by 1 moment.
Okay.
Watch the birdie.
Is that Iowa? It is. What's up, Iowa? Okay, tower is 19.
Pull up. Pull up.
19.9. Marl Dookie, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. And we are 20.4 on the departure frequency.
American 727, you are way past the localizer. Where are you headed?
Okay.
Bill's one of my favorite guys to yell at.
I was here.
American 727, just a heads up, autopilots don't automatically switch localizers. They're input into navigational radio. Cancel your approach clearance, turn right heading 160 and maintain 900,000 vectors. For the ILS runway 7 approach, do you need the localizer frequency?
Pilot Derek. Derek, happy Friday.
American 727, turn right heading 090, maintain 900,000.
Thanks for joining us, Derek.
American 727, let's make that a right turn heading
Absolutely,
170
man.
now, please.
I think we, if you would like, Derek, to post a link
UPS 1638 heavy, thanks.
to your
Visual approach,
content,
runway 34 right.
feel free to. I think we are all fans of you. So if you don't know who Derek is, definitely
have a great day.
you're missing out. That's good. Well, Marcus always has a good time. And by the way, Marcus in the chat, that's our controller, and he loves this. Marcus lives for this. I think we're ready to do this this lovely departure that I am very unprepared for. So, oh, absolutely, Derek. Yeah. Well, I appreciate your involvement in the community. Obviously, hanging out here, but
buddy.
below minimums. Thank you so much for the gifted sub to Derek. That's awesome. Seattle Tower, Twin Otter 204 Lima Echo, holding short 34 left at Romeo. Okay, here we go.
Twitter 204 Lima Echo, Seattle Tower, good afternoon. Wind 300 at 5, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 34 left, Twatter 204 Lima Echo. All right, let's do lights, camera. We already did that. Action. Yep, that looks very action. Cleared to the left, cleared to the right. Let's go try to find Quatam. I always want to say Quatam.
Approaching runway
It's
34
not
left.
correct, but
Entered
Quatam.
runway 34 left. 8,400 feet remaining.
Yeah, it is below minimums. I just set it for GoPro mimicking, and I don't change it per plane, but I would rather have a wider FOV than, or POV than not. I guess FOV too. Okay, here we go. Looks like our heading is correct. Let's go full power. Our humanitarian mission will begin. Look at that. Twatter is up. There's our heading. Let's hold that for a little bit until that radio comes in. Is that for us? I can't hear it. I feel like I'm sitting in the jump seat.
We copied it, Brad. For 204 Lima Echo, contact departure.
Departure 204 Lima Echo.
Number 2, Charlie Papa.
Okay, radio is coming in. If I end up flying this departure correctly, holy crap. Whoop, I just blew through my altitude, so I did not. Forgot about the altitude. I was looking at the radial instrument flying. We'll fudge, even though the controller is listening and knows exactly what we're doing. Seattle departure, Twatter 204 Lima Echo 2000 on the Seattle 7 departure.
204 Lima Echo, Seattle departure, radar contact, altimeter 3029, climate maintain 7000.
Climate maintain 7000, Twatter 204 Lima Echo. See, it's okay. Turning the transponder back on and beginning the climb. Full disclosure, if you're new here, I am a private pilot, but I am definitely not a twin-engine turbined IFR rated pilot. If it's below 12,000 pounds and is driven by pistons, then sure.
Right, 350, American 727.
7,000. Let's get the lights coming off.
Pull up.
Maintain.
Pull up.
Chef pilot, welcome. Thank you. He read you the altimeter.
Twatter 4 Lima Echo is cleared direct to Payne VOR, join Victor 23.
Direct Payne joining Victor 23, Twatter 204 Lima Echo. Okay, let's go.
Fire 727, you're 13 miles from Taylor. Turn right heading
10.6.
040. Maintain 900,000 until established on a localizer. Cleared ILS, runway 7 approach. Turn right heading 040. Just maintain 9,000 to establish on a localizer. Runway 7 approach, American 727. Climate maintain
12,000, Twatter 204 Lima Echo. Well, this is the, I mean, this, I wouldn't really call this, I mean, it's in, we're flying instrument, but not really. But this is all hand flying, and I do not like hand flying in the simulator with my hardware setup. It's terrible. But this is pretty good. Jonathan, welcome. Happy Friday. I love GA too. Derek, I learned a lot of my IR flying on the network. Doing this helps. Yeah. I used PilotEdge, Derek, so much to help with my private. and did most of it, if not all of it, on the sim, or on the stream, sorry, and it is unbelievable how much it helps. It's a cool shot. There's Bellevue and Mercer Island. What was I gonna do? I was just gonna do something. Oh yeah. I need to radios up a little bit. Are you hand flying on purpose, or is the Twatter AP just bad? No, on purpose. I mean, it's fine. It just doesn't. I don't think it has good vertical speed stuff. So once we get up to 12,000, then I'll put the AP on. It's got indicated airspeed mode, but I don't know where you set that. There's not like an actual bug for that. I'm pretty happy with my Seattle Ortho. That looks pretty damn good. I am not, Moneyball, no, I am not from Bellevue or Mercer Island. I am actually from Gig Harbor. But I had, like, one of my basketball teams was out of Mercer Island. And, you know, I know the area pretty well. But I think you should engage it at the airspeed you want, and it holds it there. There's some way to do it. Just the vertical, I don't know. Flying it by hand seemed like it was just easier to do. Which is probably not accurate. It's obviously much easier to do it the proper way.
And Brickyard 46094 route available for unfortunately that departure didn't quite work the way that we needed to. Just let me know when you're ready. It might be a little bit easier anyway.
Freaking Marcus.
American 727, say,
paying attention
what are your
more.
intentions?
Intentions are to land, but as soon as I hit the approach on my MCP, they plane wanted to make a right turn to heading of 290 and trying to circle back, I guess. I don't know why it's doing that.
Alright, again. Yeah. American 727, what is the flight conditions here? You're well below my minimum vectoring altitude.
It does. It does blow minimums. It really sucks. Gig Harbor. I was just up there on Wednesday. Me and my pops took a road trip to Skagit Valley around Anacortes and Deception Pass and Whidbey Island. Dude, that's awesome.
Are you declaring an emergency?
It's very pretty.
Negative.
American 727, climb and maintain 900,000.
Climb and maintain 900,000, American 727.
Declaring an emergency.
American 727, for non-compliance with ATC, I'm going to have to issue a deviation. And due to the serious nature of the deviation, I'm going to recommend that you fly the pilot training program. You can access information on the program on the Pilot Center link on the PilotEdge homepage.
Alright, thank you.
I love you,
4
Marcus.
Papa Delta, fly, correction, the airport now 12 o'clock, 2 miles from what we have in sight.
Oh, we're looking for the airport, 4 Papa Delta.
4 Papa Delta, turn left heading 180.
Oh my god.
Left 180,
That's so
4
funny.
Papa Delta.
There's Payne Field.
Brickyard 46,
So I'm not a betting man, but I would say that the Payne VOR is somewhere around Payne Field. So that is a good indication that we are
727. Are you
in the
climbing? Disconnecting. Lovely, thank you.
Marcus, I freaking love you, dude. Yeah, this
Approach 4
autopilot
Papa Delta, we have the field in sight.
does suck.
Number 4 Papa Delta, cleared visual approach, runway 28
I love
left,
Deception
thank you.
Pass. I was camping at the state park on Deception Pass when I was younger, and it's my favorite spot because of the bridge. Yeah, it's cool when you see a nuclear submarine go by. I've seen that happen a few times.
And approach Sky High 698 is on the procedure turn inbound outside of Delta.
Number 4 Papa Delta, contact Monterey Tower 118.4.
118.4, 4 Papa Delta.
So this would be something good to do. If you knew how to fly this plane. Dude, click!
Approach Sky High 698 is on the procedure turn inbound outside of Delta.
It's not doing it. You can't see my mouse, but I am pretty sure it is. I'm getting the little hand thing when I go over it. It's just not doing it. Yeah, the subs are at a banger, yeah.
Copy, frequency change approved for Sky High 696.
Number 4 Papa Delta with Monterey Tower, runway 28 left, cleared to land with 250 at 900.15.
God damn it. Alright, so we're going to have the generator light on. Hopefully that doesn't cause anything to break.
Alright, so I've got 2 IFR clearance requests. First is going to be Brickyard 4609. I'll be with you in just a moment. Actually, I'm ready for you now if you're ready.
Wow, that looks
Brickyard
awesome.
4609 to clear the Monterey Airport P-Vine 3 departure. Crust transition. Direct Squaw Valley VOR, that's Sierra Whiskey Romeo. Modesto VOR. Victor 111.
I was reading something and it jumped in. You yelled at when you yelled at the mouse.
Climb via the SID. Squawk 6527.
That's quite a shocking thing to jump into a stream on, I would imagine. But what the hell is that? You don't need my head that big. What is PSO1? That is Quatam. Quatam. I always say Quatam. It's Quatam. Quatam River.
Delta 24.
Yeah, this is ortho, and it looks really
Salt Lake City
awesome.
clearance. Clear to Jackson Hole Airport, Rugged 1 departure. Holter transition. Direct to NOR VOR.
Look at that.
Climb and maintain 10,000.
Crap.
Expect flight level
Stuck.
270.
Mouse is stuck.
0 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 135.5. Squawk 45.
Keyboard is somehow stuck.
Do not exceed 230 knots in the climb until advised.
Everything is broken and sucks right now. That looks like Everett? Yeah. Was I supposed to join some Victor 23 thing? Probably.
Delta 2437, thanks for your back is correct.
Yep.
Number 4 Lima, Echo, contact Seattle Center 126.6.
1266 204 Lima Echo. 266. Give it a minute to check in with him. Let's get 13. 13 on there.
November 4 Papa Delta, safe parking. TBM 4 Papa Delta, safe parking. November 4 Papa Delta, thanks.
I really wish mouse wheel support existed for this thing. but it does not. I wish I was flying. Unfortunately, I have self-grounded until all of this passes. Newborn and an older person at home. Oh man, Derek, yeah. That's a very difficult call to make, but definitely the correct call. But yeah, I wish I was flying also. I think probably we all do at this point. Seattle Center, Twatter 204, Lima Echo 12000.
4 Lima Echo still on departure.
Oh crap. Sorry. Seattle Center, Twatter 204, Lima Echo 12000.
Twatter 204 Lima Echo, Seattle Center, good afternoon. Pain altimeter 3030.
3030, Twatter 204 Lima Echo. We are headed to Quatam River. Also trying to figure out how to do it.
04 Foxtrot Golf, you can save your breath. You've already got your landing clearance. Once you get your landing clearance, no need to report positions.
I love that you can hear me, like, audibly saying, damn it. Very exact. So if I go, let's just try, I'm going to try this.
Throw him an ident too.
Throw him an ident too. If I do pain, this might be a good way to get on that airway without having to screw with the heading bug. If I go there, accept that, let's get rid of that, and then go activate that leg. That should give me that, and then go to GPS mode, and then go to nav, and I should turn to the right. From where? Seattle. We're going from SeaTac to Quatam River in Western Canada.
TV 446 Tango Bravo, Phoenix clearance cleared to Grand Canyon Airport, Quickie 1 departure, Grand Canyon transmission direct.
I think we figured out how to Victor Airway on a 430.
Departure frequency 119.2, squawk 270.
Victor 23 is the one that I should be on. We can ask center. Seattle Center, Twatter 204 Lima Echo. I just want to confirm that you show us on the Victor 23 airway.
Number 446 Tango Bravo, thanks. Readback is correct.
Fudge.
Number 4 Lima Echo, stepped on second.
Sorry about that. I just wanted to confirm that we're on the Victor 23 airway, Twatter 204 Lima Echo.
November 4 Lima Echo, to me it appears you are perfectly on Victor 23.
Lovely to hear. Thank you, Twatter 204 Lima Echo. Perfectly. Not even like slightly, just perfectly. That's great. And we are kicking this pig a little bit, which is fine, because it's fake and we're not paying for the gas. Generators are still not going to be able to turn on, so that's cool. Is there anything else here that we need to look at? No? It all looks good. Oh, fine. Fuel.
2437 Salt Lake City ground, thanks for Sierra, runway 34, right taxi via hotel.
Clearly, we're twattering. We're just twattering along. What's up, Torbs? Twattering along.
Maintain 5,000. You can expect flight level 390 for your direction of flight within.
Okay, all right. Darkon, do you know what movie that is from?
7057.
Let's kick this pig. It is one of those guilty pleasure movies that I really like. No idea. Oh, Ryan got it. Dude, how? Oh. Just kicked it into reverse. for that. That was fun. Down periscope. Bingo. Twatting perfectly. That is really... Ryan, that's the second fantastic reference that you've been able to pull out. Not that
cancellation is received and
Clerks should be
nice job.
a random reference, but that is a very good movie.
I'll try. Thanks, you too.
It's very stupid and very fun. Q, if you're Q, are you watching? Are you in there? What is the ICAO? I don't think it has one. But what is that? What the frick? What the hell is happening here? Seattle Center, Twatter 204 Lima Echo. We've got multiple bogeys at our altitude. Marty Pascal, Buckman.
Number 204 Lima Echo, they're no factor.
Roger that, thanks, Twatter 204 Lima Echo.
There's nothing to see here.
There's a fingernail in my food, you badass moron. Yesterday, it was a Band-Aid. Sorry, sir, the Band-Aid was holding the fingernail on.
To Palm Springs Airport, Monterey 5 departure, radar vector.
The Band-Aid was holding this fingernail on.
Maintain 7,000, expect flight level 310 within 10 minutes of departure.
Are you going to do the F&O in Pittsburgh? Probably not.
Squawk 6231.
Are we over Woodby? Or Woodby Island? I've got it on the IFR. We're definitely in the San Juans. Friday Harbor should be somewhere over here, I think. Let's go to VFR.
Phenom 11 Hotel, readback is correct.
Yeah, so Whidbey Island is out there somewhere. No orthos up here, but we're
turn left heading 295, runway 34 right,
comfortably up in the air. We don't have to worry about that. I know it has been a really long time, but I need to watch that movie as well. You and AJ are controlling tonight. Well, I actually do have, not that ortho is like the end all on that, but I do have some ortho in Minneapolis. My wife's family is out there, and I hope to one day rent a plane. This is not really that crazy of a story, but my wife Julia, so Julia's who gave us this lovely gem.
Cessna Skyhawk 204. Fuck.
I have to get that new audio cue from her as well. All traffic in the area, please advise. So Julia's uncle, when he was in his early 20s, this was back in the 70s, was a flight instructor and was killed in Florida on a training flight with 2 students on board, and absolutely devastated the family. So her grandma, who's still alive, like just completely crushed them. He was in his early 20s, absolutely loved flying, took them flying all over the place for building time. I just peeked at our DC volts. I probably can turn that on. I don't know. So he was tragically killed, but he flew out of Flying Cloud Airport in Minneapolis. And my original instructor, my original CFI, in Orange County here took a job flying King Airs out of Flying Cloud, and that was the airport that he learned how to fly at. So has some connections. So one of these days when we go out there, weather permitting, I want to get checked out at Flying Cloud and fly out of there, which would be super crazy. My Julia's grandma, when she found out that I was getting my pilot's license, like immediately started to cry, like just teared up immediately. And I was kind of worried to tell her, not knowing how she'd react, if she'd be super worried, if she'd be worried or not. We've got a little bit of an escort here. But she wasn't. She started crying because she was so happy, because she knew how much he loved it and was excited that we were going to get to experience that experience as well. So I was super surprised at how encouraging she was. So yeah, it was really amazing to hear her get so emotional for such a good reason. I mean, it was because she was excited for us to do this. So.
Join the Rugged 1 departure, climb via the SID, resume normal speed.
Long story longer, flying on VATSIM around Minneapolis would be pretty fun. Didn't expect to be emotionally touched watching a Bill stream. We run through all the emotions. That's really funny.
Before Lima Echo approaching Quatam, pay attention.
We would like to cancel our IFR and take it from here. Otter 204 Lima Echo.
4 Lima Echo, roger. Are you continuing VFR with advisories?
Yeah, we can continue VFR with advisories until we get to the border, and then we'll go rogue from there. Otter 204 Lima Echo.
November 4 Lima Echo, roger. IFR cancellation received. You can maintain VFR at appropriate VFR altitudes.
All right, we will maintain appropriate VFR altitudes. Otter 204 Lima Echo. Guess who's adding 500 feet? Say intentions always sounds so aggressive. What are your intentions? Like, I don't know, man. I just wanted to keep flying. I had no intent. Good, my intentions are good. I am well intentioned.
Bill's one of my favorite guys to yell at.
There's a better way to do this. Why does this plane still sound like a Hoover? I don't know, Flight Passage. It's a trusty old download for sure. I'm pretty sure they did an update to this. Pretty recently, but I'm not sure if it was RWDesigns or not. Somebody updated a Otter. Oh yeah, you'll like this. So I made this livery like early on in figuring out how the simulator works. Pretty early on. They do have sound packs. Interesting. Because you're right, it is a cool plane, and the sounds would help a lot. It just doesn't, like, the interior does not, you know, it's not super high res or high fidelity. So there's my logo on the right wing, I tried to add it on the top of the wing. Anybody see any issues with that? This is a cool plane to fly in. I bought it pretty early on because I was really enamored with St. Bart's. So I spent a lot of time flying this thing at St. Bart's, which was and is a lot of fun to do. But I looking back, it probably would have been probably would have been better to get like the Kodiak or something like that, just for, or like even the King Air. But Bill, does that link above resonate with how you feel about attention? Yeah, it does. It does, Torps. Pilot Derek, thank you very much for following. Welcome aboard. So Minneapolis isn't hosting the FNO.
Salt Lake City Center, also with you. Climb and maintain flight level 270.
Also with you.
Roger, climb and maintain flight level 270, Delta 2437.
Pull up. Pull up.
We're just taking over all contact Phoenix departure.
Phil White, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. Oh, I see, Derek. Yeah, so you're controlling Minneapolis for people flying into Pittsburgh. Theoretically, I guess.
Bravo, Phoenix departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain 13,000.
It's so sad when you run out of your ortho. But there's not much to see up here anyway. Cool. Derek, I was thinking about this, I guess it was last night. Must have been last night. That's when AJ was streaming, right? Yeah, I think it was last night. I have a podcast, and it's not even really a podcast. It's like a, I don't know what you'd even call it. I guess it would be a podcast, but it's just YouTube videos that I've done in podcast form. That is like, it's more focused on flight simulator, and what you talked about being using it for the IFR, but I would love to maybe chat with you at some point about the environment, the flight sim environment in terms of air traffic control and how it connects, or where the similarities and differences are with the real world as a real world controller. Be able to send me
4 Lima Echoes leaving my airspace. Radar services are terminated. Frequency changes approved. Come see me again soon.
We'll check you later, Seattle Center. Twatter 204 Lima Echo. See ya! Okay. We're out of here. We go on to heading mode.
November 6 Tango Bravo, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Yeah, that'd be fun, Derek. Let's see. Marcus is always fun, and now the fun really starts. That's finding where the hell this airport is, and not breaking this plane. Let's go to Derek. You might enjoy the name of the podcast. I called it Angle of a Talk. And it's so, I can't say it, Ryan, I still can't say it without laughing. Captain Darkon and I were like, Ryan helped me come up with like the logo and everything, and I still couldn't say it and not just like giggle because it sounds so ridiculous. Angle of a Talk podcast. Brainstorming ideas. As soon as you said it, I laughed so hard. Derek, no, I was just saying that the name of the podcast, and I can't say it without laughing, is Angle of a Talk. The Angle of a Talk podcast. Quatam River is closed. Yeah, I know, but there is a fantastic scenery for the simulator that is really, really good. And we, we're still connected to PilotEdge, and it's super fun. But yeah, it did exist at one point, does not anymore. Let's see, somebody that you would know. Derek, you know Max. Citation Max. Here is the Max episode. Yeah, through I figured that you at least knew of him, if not personally.
Number
but
6, Tango Bravo, contact Albuquerque Center.
I'm sure he's
128.45.
passed through your airspace at some point. Who is that? What the hell is that? Is somebody logged in, or is that a drone? Is that one of you knuckleheads, or is that a drone? Please be somebody.
511
Oh, of course. Kevin, will you please just give me a freaking link to the F-16? Just give me the link. I will download it and I will put it in. I will put it in the CSL folder. I have to be hand fed it, otherwise I will absolutely forget. Yeah, that's Kevin in an F-16 that the CSL is just showing up as an F-4. TCAS did not show up. Is that Vancouver, the actual... Is that Big Vancouver? No. No, Big Vancouver I think is over here, yeah. Oh yeah. That looks big. Oh yeah, before I got interrupted by the intercept, I was trying to get onto 300 heading. Remember when Jordan buzzed us in the F-18? I do remember that. Yeah, that was really funny. There is a Bluebell conversion on PilotEdge download page. I thought it had F-16 in it. I'm pretty sure it does as well. The problem is if I don't have the link in front of me or have it messaged into the Discord, then I will forget about it and I won't do it until I won't do it at all. and I will forget. I think we're okay altitude. Why is it at this altitude? Which reminded me, has Nightbot been doing its thing? If you guys are interested in a Discord that is constant aviation talk and a really, really fun group of people, this is the Discord. Nightbot, where? There it goes. As Below Minimum said, Below, are you technically a millennial? Or are you Generation Z? As our Gen Zer says, it is lit. Yeah. He won't do it until I yell at him, but also I'm gonna forget too. I will forget. I absolutely will forget. Until the next time an F4 buzzes me, and then I will go, oh yeah, I need to download that. And then I will forget again. Let's see here, how fast are we going? I guess we're kind of going bonanza speed, so let's go to basic. All right, we're 100 miles out, so that's not too bad. Speaking of me yelling at you to fix something. Oh boy, what? How's your audio been? Audio's been good. I actually, Ryan, I did revert to all channels on one for the time being. I tried it out the other way, and I just didn't like it. But I do have it set up to easily switch, and I actually did switch it at one point. So yeah, I love it. I knew you would be mad at me for that. I really wish these generators would go on, because I am concerned that something's going to run out. Okay, if I go to keyboard here and go generators, generator 1. Oh, see, look, I did have them bound. Toggle Control H and Control J. I've had this problem before, apparently. Control H. See if it goes on. Nope. Control J. Nope.
Phenom 1511 Hotel Monterey Tower.
Okay, so that
does
not work. So it says that I can click it according to the little mouse button, but it's saying also here that left and right generator warning. Not good. We're just under 100 nautical miles now. We're making good time. Just under 100. I usually don't like the long cruise. I would much rather be setting up to land by now, but with this time we can kind of chill out a little bit, which is awesome. And Kevin, thank you for the message. Discord is so much fun. Yeah, so if you have any questions on real world flying, real world controlling, sim flying, sim controlling, computer building, specs, how to do something. We have in the Discord, we have real world pilots of almost every level, except I think DPE. I think that's the only thing we don't have. ATP, commercial multi, MEI, CFII, CFI, commercial, private, instrument, student, real world air traffic controllers, VATSIM, PilotEdge air traffic controllers, jet pilots, King Airs, citations, commercial. Like, it's crazy the cross section of people we have in there. So if you have a question about airplanes or aviation or anything, you're probably going to get a very quick answer. Yoshi is not a DPE. No, somebody was trying to get there. Live Fly Guy, we're flying to Quatam River Prop Strike scenery.
2437 Salt Lake City Sector. Roger,
if you need
Jackson,
someone to do
011,
a really good Photoshop of something really stupid, or if you need a shitty Photoshop of something good. That's true, yeah. You could request liveries, you can request airport scenery updates. We have web developers, game developers, Photoshop experts. I mean, it's unbelievable the talent in that Discord. Yeah, it's blown me away. So again, this is the link. If you're on Twitch right now, there's a high likelihood that you have Discord, and it is worth. I mean, I'm obviously very biased, but it's worth at least checking out. You can always leave it if there's too much going on, too little going on, not what you're looking for, whatever. But try it out. Ask a question in there, and we'll see if you like it. Bill is taking a group of Seattle people that don't want the coronavirus to Quatam River, where they can be safe. I like that a lot.
Roger, thanks for my expect the island. Zulu runway 19 approach from the north.
I'm going to take this.
Zulu for till 2437.
I have work calls being routed to my phone, so I wanted to make sure that was not work related, and it was most definitely not. Yeah. Yeah, so Bill used to use my Discord, and random people kept popping in. So again, I yelled at him to do something about it, and now y'all have a great community. Yeah, it's fully because of Ryan. I slowly started to stream. I used to for a previous job, I produced YouTube videos for a car care manufacturer.
125.75 Baker 4609.
So I was, like in YouTube all the time, and I liked making YouTube videos. So I would do YouTube videos when I built my gaming computer. I just did strictly straight to YouTube stuff. And then I started working for Newegg, and they wanted me to stream with them on their bi-weekly streams. And I told them that I made YouTube videos, and they said, "Dude, you got to stream. Like, why don't do YouTube? Stream. That's where it's at." And I was like, I don't know. Like, nobody wants to watch me fly around a plane for an extended period of time. Like, the longest video I would do is 20-40 minutes or something. Produced, yeah, dude. well,
Roger, rate 040.
it's very, I'm using that term very loosely. So I started to stream, and I would stream with Ryan and Captain Darkon. He had a Discord. I didn't. So people would ask, like, hey, do you have a Discord? I said, no, but, like, I hang out in Captain Darkon's. And so many people started, like, joining there from my streams. And he's like, dude, like, I love that you're adding people to my Discord, but do you just need your own? And then Ryan got a girlfriend. That's really funny.
1511 Hotel, sorry I lost track of you because your transponder isn't appropriately squawking. You should have been over to Shui anyway. You messed up on that departure procedure. Turn your transponder on to squawk 6.
I'm not turning Marcus off. I just want to hear him yell at everybody. Okay, we are now under 80 miles. We're looking good. Zeke. Happy Friday, Zeke.
1511 Hotel NorCal departure radar contact. And where are you headed now? Just for clarification.
We're looking good. Oh, we're looking good.
Oh, we're looking good.
November 1511 Hotel, roger, turn right.
We're looking good.
Oh,
we're looking good. That is my original instructor, the one that is now flying King Airs in out of Minneapolis. Yeah, Tony is hilarious. He did have some good one-liners. There were more too that I just didn't even use, but Moneyball. Oh, maybe it's one of those church choirs from the South that start clapping and saying Amen and praise the Lord on this flight. Yeah, dude, we could be bringing some. We could just see him in the background. That's really funny. Kanye's playing. Yeah, Kanye's not going turboprop. He's not going to slum it in a twatter. But we are looking good. Oh, we're looking good. For those of you that aren't familiar with Quatam River, it's worth sticking around for the landing if you can, because it is insane.
Procure 4609, contact NorCal approach 120.905.
120.905.
It's a really, really high level scenery. Like the actual visuals of it are amazing, but even beyond that, it's just a crazy place to try to land in. It may not. We might have to take a couple bites out of that approach because it's pretty gnarly. The go around will be in play for sure.
Procure 4609 NorCal approach, afternoon, thanks for Oscar. Information pop-up, of course, however, just became current, altimeter 3019.
We're pushing this thing pretty good. It's just sucking gas right now. I'm keeping an eye on the quantity.
Procure 4609, set up pilot's discretion to maintain 12000, just advising you pop-up.
You could take out the seats for some Yeezy cargo. Yep. The Western Canada backwoods Yeezy delivery.
Number 77 Mike Romeo, Centennial ground. Take in direction of flight and type of series.
Vision jet? Getting closer.
Vision jet 77 Mike Romeo, Centennial ground, runway 35, right taxi via Alpha.
Okay, yeah, it's not showing up on the GPS.
Confirm again with the ATIS.
Okay, so we're gonna actually just have to eyeball it. It should be pretty easy to spot because the trees around surrounding the actual scenery will stick out amongst the rest of the surrounding scenery. So that shouldn't be too difficult. But yeah, we're getting close now.
Tell us 4211 with your request. Does it require a taxiway? Roger, Cellus 4211 on set of the ground. Push to Zulu is approved for runway 30 right.
Marcus is the best. Val dudes is snorting PCP in this flight. Is the airplane compatible with the runway length? It is. The plane will make it in there. The tolerances are really thin though. The width is the real problem. We've got reversers, so it will stop. It will stop in time for sure, but it's the lateral tolerances that are going to be tricky. Luckily, she's pretty hardy. The landing gear might take a beating. It's not going to be a smooth landing, but we should make it in there. Should. Yeah, we'll definitely pop it into reverse pretty hard. The brakes are good on this as well, so the combination of brakes and the reversers on it, beta, does get this thing stopped pretty damn quick, which is nice. So that helps, but the wingspan is just on the verge of being too long, so hopefully
2437 contact Jackson Tower 118.
Hopefully the winds aren't super crazy, or we're cut a little bit of a break there. An ortho out here would look pretty damn nice though.
Wind 190 at 9er.
Valdudes knocks out Bill for the pilot seat, and he gets up and starts sneezing everywhere and starts trying to get his... Oh. And then just jumps out. Well, he probably, at that point, if he's that messed up, he's probably just gonna, like, hop out the door. And I'll have to, like, stagger up front. Who'd we get? GamerDude11, thank you very much for following. Welcome aboard. Fanfiction. That is one of the more bizarre fan fictions. No doubt. Okay. getting close to starting to think about descending. Yeah, I'd say we're really close to starting to descend.
North approach 121.3.
I can always, this thing has no problem with descending.
So 4211, set on the ground runway.
So I don't really need to do any like top of climb or top of descent kind of thing. I would rather see it from a safer altitude and then drop down into it. But we'll probably be wanting to do that pretty soon.
17, fly heading 190, vectors, visual approach runway 28 left, descend may take 5,000. Figure 4609, fly heading 190.
Singing O Canada, I'll allow that. Most things don't have a problem with descending, you just turn the spinny stuff off. Except for the Rep Pack 172. Then you will just fly forever. It just keeps going. This will drag up nicely. There's a couple of valleys that you can see from up here. You got this one right here, and then the one beyond that one right there. Our location is just on the other side of that one, I think. We're coming up to about 40 miles from being directly on top of it. Yeah, dude, the thing's just like a greased up pig.
Delta 2437 is around Alpha Mike frequency, we'll see ya.
This is about as tube-liner as I will get. There is no PilotEdge coverage in Canada, but that is not going to stop me from listening to Marcus yell at everybody for missing airways and approaches and all kinds of stuff. I got yelled at once. I should have been yelled at more than that, but I did get yelled at least one time. Twatter is super fun because you can do this. You can climb and kind of cruise at a nice, I mean, we're still under 200 knots, so it's definitely not fast. I mean, look at it; it's just a blunt object, but it is, a professional plane that can essentially land everywhere. Most of my sky high. Oh, did most of my sky high with him. Surprised I didn't get failed on any. Yeah, that's some good flying then, Beardy. Box, what's up, dude? Hello, Box. Okay, we're coming up to the 25-mile.
Number 202, Mike Charlie Jackson Tower, make straight in, one way 19er. Wind 190 at 9er, runway 190
island.
land.
Is this the island right here? There's a lake with an island in it. Can't see. That might be an island right there. If that cloud is obscuring the fact that this is an island, and there's Yeah. All right, look at that. You've got a lake. Is that a lake fully? It might not be a lake. But you've got a lake with an island in it, with a lake inside the island. Yeah, okay, we're on the right track. There was some silly mistakes per usual with my flying though. Well, it's all, I mean, you can't be perfect when you're flying in a, you know, sometimes difficult to control simulator. And by control, I mean like things not working. Now I really have to keep my eyes peeled here for when we need to start descending. Don't mind the flickering. It's not there. I think we might be back in here somewhere. We're very close. And then the fun starts. Trying to get this thing down. We're gonna have to get all of our passengers here extra buckled in. This is gonna get super weird really quickly.
Air 4609, Monterey Airport at 12, 1 o'clock, 15 miles report when you have the sight. South 4211, contact
That
North Departure.
almost looks like that's it, but I don't think it is. Should be a little group of islands, I think, right here. Oh, it might be past that. Okay, how are we doing on fuel? We're still good on fuel. Do you have the Twin Otter on floats? Well, I do, but I don't have it loaded up. This is just the standard tricycle gear one. I think it might actually be the Tundra tire. I can't remember if they call that out specifically or if they're just standard. Secure all boxes and Lambos.
Are you sure? South 4211, you're turning left. Where are you going?
Where are you going? Oh my god. I love how snarky he is though. That's the funniest part, is that it's not...
4211 NorCal.
He just... so snarky. Where are you going? Huh? Where are you going?
No, you can't. Southwest 4211, continue left turn heading 360. Figure 4609 airport at 1 and 2 o'clock and 10 miles. Figure 4609 clear visual approach runway 28 left.
It's not charted, so you, like, I'm actually having to look at where this airport is, which is very inefficient. That looks like it's...
That was 4211, continue left turn heading 310.
Okay, I kind of see where I'm at now, so we are probably around this corner here. Yeah, I think I see it. I think I see it. Around this little...
4211, due to the serious nature of the deviation, I will recommend this
Second time.
pilot training program. You can access information on the program on the pilot center link on the PilotEdge homepage. reason for that. That left-hand turn puts you straight into nose-to-nose conflict with arriving aircraft to San Francisco on the ILSs, and then just beyond that, terrain. There's a big reason that's a right-hand turn coming out of San Jose. Repair 4609, contact Monterey Tower 118.4.
Hilarious. He's so good. He's so
That
good.
was 4211. Now turn right, heading 120 vectors techie.
Bill's one of my favorite guys to yell at.
Don't lie, Marcus. They're all your favorite to yell at. What I was saying is that right around this corner is, I think, our airport. I don't want to descend until I can visually confirm that that is correct, but I'm pretty sure that that's it. And then there is the other runway, should be down in that valley. If I confirm, if I'm able to confirm that either of those are true, then I can start heading down. But I believe that is the one landing strip, and around this corner is the other.
Contact LA Center 133.2.
Get wrecked due to the serious nature of the deviation.
Kodiak 2 Mike Charlie, stay on my frequency, right turn alpha into the ramp. Have a great day. Thank you, too. That was 4211, climb and maintain 7,000.
Is that it? Really looks like it. Hope you guys are ready for your ears to pop. It's gotta be it. Yep, I'm almost positive now that that is in fact it. Before I commit, I want one more reassurance that I am... Oh, yeah, there it is. You can see right there. See those trees? That's one of the landing areas. Alright, we're good. With plenty of space, too, to actually descend. We have identified it. Quatam River, here we come. Alright, hang on.
4211, when you'll proceed direct taxi, region 1 Aviation.
Don't want to go too crazy. 1,500, 2,000 feet per minute is probably maximum. Alright. That is some solid navigation, some solid pilotage. There's our landing strip right there, right on that beach. That's it. Not on the beach, but back into that beach. Oh crap, okay. I'm actually kind of nervous now doing that whole flight, leaving IFR, going through that whole thing, and then having this, for me at least, relatively long cruise. Looking at it on Google Maps, that's barely a landing strip. It's not good. It's crazy, man. You have more faith in X-plane ortho than I do. Well, this isn't even ortho. This is just regular the regular mesh.
46, 09, just get T on tower. He wants to come off of the runway, stay on that tower.
Okay, Marcus is going to be obscured here, so we'll go over to the made-up Unicom, which is fingers. And we will do a little descent into the valley here and take a look at what we've got. We'll probably do a quick overfly of the field and then enter a right traffic pattern for the runway. 2,500 foot descent rate. That's a bit aggressive. The extra, the pass over the field too will give us more time to descend as well, so we don't have to get all the way down to essentially zero. Jack, yeah, it's a custom airport, but it is based off of an airport that did exist. There's not a lot of information on it that I could find really, but it's pretty interesting. Angmical? X-Plane probably put trees in the middle of it. Yeah, it's... oh, that's what you were... Jack, that's what you're referring to. Got it. Yeah, it's a really, really nice custom scenery. Wait until we get close. And you can actually see the fidelity of the trees. And when we land, the dirt, the texturing... It's really, really nice. Might have to do an orbit here. Yeah, it's really, really cool. They did a phenomenal job on the whole region. It really feels real and lived in with some dynamic stuff. Sometimes you'll load up and there'll be a log over the runway. They've got STOL competition markers on the first day of each month on the calendar, as you said, on PilotEdge. And there are a handful of different landing strips that kind of come with the package, and they're so challenging that it really feels like a lot more. And trying to get different airplanes in there is pretty cool and challenging. Yeah, it goes all the way back. There's sandbars that you can land on and stuff. Just in time, Ryan. Yeah, this is pretty nutty. They're possible. It's possible to get in there. You just have to be absolutely perfect. Like I've landed on that one at the top, but it takes just being absolutely perfect. You have to land it perfectly. I just got here in time. You guys all are here for the fireworks. There's our runway.
Sync rate.
Four Flight is yelling at me that my sync rate is
500.
not to its liking. Alright, let's make sure that there are no logs on the runway. Looks clear to me. So that was a 12,000 foot descent really quick. Okay, still checking out the condition, looks pretty good. Give myself some room for this pattern entry.
Too low. Terrain. Terrain.
Oops. That's good. So there are 10 degrees of flaps in there. And start trimming a lot. I'm going to fly as far out as I can so I can have the longest possible final for this. This has me nervous. I don't want to ruin this. This has been such a good flight up until the end here, and I don't want to ruin it. Okay, bringing in all of the flaps. 40 degrees. The barn doors are open. Good thing it's, well, don't say that. Don't say that, Kevin, because you might jinx it. This is gonna be hard. I don't care if this is like a bouncer or ridiculous or not. Just getting it down is gonna be tricky enough. Just right on the blue line. Too much of a float. Peru. We're on the mist. We're going mist. Don't jinx it, Ryan. Yeah, we may have clipped a little bit of the trees on the right there. I was trying to keep it on the blue line, and it just floated too much. So I'm gonna have to come in a little bit slower, and we're gonna commit. I think that's the only way to do it. That floated so much that you may as well land in the river. Yeah, that just kept going. So I think trying to keep blue line is probably not possible. Okay, so you've seen this before, Maester? Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So we're gonna have to be below the blue line, which is fine, I guess. But yeah, we're just gonna have to commit, because if you try to go around at that point, it's not gonna be good. But I think that was a pretty good decision to go around at that time. Any later, if I left it any later, it would have been bad. And I gave it enough of a chance to slow down. So our lights are on, everything is ready to go. Set, and I'm also not opposed to hitting the reversers in midair too. if we need to really slow it down. But I think dragging it in just above the red line is probably the best bet. And just come in extra shallow because we have enough space to come in really shallow over the beach and try to shade to the left a little bit. Hard brakes. Whew. Yikes. Okay, get down there. Where are the brakes? What are the brake temperatures? Did that move at all? No, it didn't move at all. Alright. Oh, what's up, Phantom? Okay, let's get this thing backed up. Damn, that was pretty intense. Thank you, Melvin. Don't want to tail strike here. Derek, thank you, man. Yeah, let's do it. That would be a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, Derek. All right, let's get the flaps coming up and see how much of those trees I hit. Yeah, we're beta backuping right now. Let's see where we're going. We don't have any marshalling help. Whoops. That's a good enough spot to leave it, right? No, let's get it backed up. But I am gonna cheat and use the outside view. Come on. Come on. Come on. What's it doing? It's just gonna pop a wheelie, I guess. That's not helping. Bonk. Alright. That's a good way to do it. Let's check out instant replay. Dude, I am pretty happy with that. At least to this point. I might have a different opinion after we see this in the replay. But that approach, lower profile, kept the speed down. Oh yeah, the wings made it. That was actually successful. Terrible camera. Can you move down, camera? What's the deal here? Let's go. No, that's apparently the tower for that thing. All right, here we go. That's a great example of that landing rate plugin being kind of a jerk. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't really scale very well. Oh, this might be the shot right here. So you can slam in this plane, you know, and it looks like a firm landing on you know, for that plane, but it's still kind of appropriate. And whatever scale they have for the G measurement, I don't think works great the bigger you get. Like that was a bounce for sure, but yeah, I guess hard landing. I guess the G loading really doesn't make much of a difference on the size of the plane. Right there. That's a sweet shot right there. Except for those trees in the background, that doesn't look that cool. That's better. Something like that. there's no pilots in there. It is a pretty tight fit, but not bad. Let's look at it from the freaked out passenger view. Oh God. Ooh, that would be so sketchy. Slow down super fast. For a short field landing, you do want a firm touchdown though. Yeah, and with the reversers and stuff, landing rate plugin is for tube liners. Isn't it more for GA stuff? I mean, I don't know. Probably right. Short and soft field. That's not bad, that shot either. Alright, let's shut her down. We need that view for Julia's landing. the side view. Oh my God. That is hilarious. I'm pretty happy with that. This is a rad plane. You can do freaking anything with it. It's awesome. All right, I'm gonna go to the FBO over here and get a quick restroom break. I will be right back.